This is News 10 Midday.
And welcome to News 10 Midday. I'm Jeff Maher. It's Monday, April 21st. All eyes are on Highway 50. The Fix 50 project is expected to bring traffic to a crawl through one of the city's busiest sections. And it's no secret that this project will likely cause headaches for thousands of drivers across the region. Are crews ready for it? News 10's Chris Wynn has the details. And the city's buses and light rail system are also bracing for tomorrow. Currently, SacRT transports about 50,000 passengers per day. During the Fix 50 project, they are expecting at least a 13% increase, or anywhere from 6,000 to 7,000 more riders. It'll cost SacRT an estimated $450,000 to add those extra services during the 42-day construction period, but Caltrans will be picking up that entire tab. SacRT is also making sure they have plenty of buses. When a bus route starts to get overloaded or congested or delayed because of the amount of commuters, officials will add buses to the routes. And to help avoid confusion, SacRT has all the information you need within reach of a computer or smartphone.
And so we have all the tools necessary.
And as for parking, SacRT officials say it shouldn't be a problem. They have about 8,000 parking spaces in their system, and currently they're only about half full. During the project, when a lot fills up, SacRT will send tweets out letting passengers know where the closest lots are for available spots. To help with your questions about Fix 50, Melissa Crowley will be monitoring our Facebook page all day long. All you have to do is find her post on the News 10 Facebook page, leave your question, and we'll get the answers you need. Following our top stories today, was a teenager able to hitch a ride to Maui holed up in the landing gear of a 767? That's what investigators are trying to figure out. Crews noticed the 16-year-old wandering the tarmac at the airport in Maui. They say he looked dazed and confused. He claimed to have hitched a ride from San Jose. If he did actually make that 5-hour trip in the landing gear, there's no question he's lucky to be alive. But many aviation experts are skeptical of that, considering the lack of oxygen above 30,000 feet. Now, several parts of the teen's story do check out. Investigators say they have surveillance video of the 16-year-old hopping the fence at San Jose International Airport, having run away from home Sunday morning. There's also video of him crawling out of the landing gear in Maui. The teen has not been charged with a federal crime at this point. He has been placed with Child Protective Services. A tablet's GPS tracking leads to the arrest of a man over the weekend. Auburn police say Adam LaHaye is behind bars for stealing a backpack from a car which had a tablet inside of it. The victim was able to track his tablet to the Auburn Town Center area. He then spotted and confronted LaHaye, who turned the tablet over. LaHaye was later arrested on Nevada Street near Palm Avenue, and during the arrest, officers also found him with drugs. He faces several charges, including drug possession and theft. Sherpa guides on Mount Everest are considering a boycott after at least 13 of them died in an avalanche. Since Friday's tragedy, several Sherpas have already quit. In addition to the 13 dead, 3 others remain missing and are presumed dead. The wife of a Sonoma County man who survived the avalanche is opening up about her husband's brush with death. John Ryder remains on Mount Everest, hoping to continue his journey to the top. He spoke to his wife, who shared his story of being in the area of the avalanche and the moments that followed. There's just a small window left to climb Everest this year due to weather and other factors. Well, we want to get a check on your weather. Dina Kupfer is here, but she's also following the Boston Marathon and a Sacramento native who took on the challenge.
Yeah, can you believe it's already time to announce the people come through the finish line?
I would still be, I think, on the first mile.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be crossing for days, I'm sure. Yeah, we actually do want to talk about one of our runners here locally. With it, it will bring a chance of rain, hail, thunderstorms, and even some snow in the Sierra. What? April snow? Yeah, Jeff, that's what we're going to talk about. I'll have more on that in my full forecast coming up.
All right, thanks. And good advice on the allergies. Well, you know, every summer we remind parents why it's important to teach their kids about staying safe. Of course, summer is fast approaching. We do it because year after year we report on children who are injured or worse, die from accidents that could have been prevented. So to update moms and dads and their youngsters on how to stay injury-free, here's Holly Furfer.
Teach children that a pool is not a public toilet. Have kids take regular potty breaks and make sure your little ones never swallow the water.
All right, pool, not a toilet. Duly noted. Coming up next, quite the surprise for many heading to the Boston Marathon. We'll tell you what happened along one of the city's major bridges that slowed traffic and created quite a scene. Look at that. And we'll have the latest on the search for Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 as underwater crews have been looking in one spot for about a week. Is it time to change course? We'll be right back. And welcome back to this Monday edition of Midday. We're taking a live look at Wall Street. The Dow is up 36 points, staying above 16,444. NASDAQ is up 18 points, and the Nikkei is down 3 points. Speaking of your money headlines, Kraft is recalling 96,000 pounds of hot dogs because packaging labels are incorrect. Packages that were labeled Oscar Mayer Classic Wieners may have contained cheese dogs, but the packaging does not advise consumers that they contain milk. A customer noticed the problem and notified Kraft on Friday. Kraft then notified federal officials the following day. Bus travel is gaining in popularity thanks to new coach buses, Wi-Fi, and lower prices. A new study finds a bus ticket can be much cheaper than taking the train, flying, or driving your own car. Young adults are a big part of the increase in bus ridership. Taking a look at top stories today, just hours before the Boston Marathon, a crash on a major bridge left traffic jammed, and it created quite a sight. Take a look at this. A tractor trailer and vehicle were involved in a crash, but the details of the collision have not yet been released. A plume of thick black smoke could be seen for miles hovering over Boston. It's not clear whether anyone was hurt in that crash. Now to the South Korea ferry disaster. The Coast Guard says at least 87 bodies have been found, with more than 200 people still missing. The death toll is likely to rise. And today, the president of South Korea has some harsh words for the ferry crew.
The actions of the captain and some of the crew members are absolutely unacceptable.
The captain initially told passengers to stay in their rooms and waited more than half an hour to issue an evacuation order. Video shows that he was among the first people rescued. The captain's been charged with negligence, causing bodily injury, and abandoning his boat. Now to an update on that Malaysian Airlines mystery. A robotic sub has spent nearly a week searching the sea floor for the missing plane, but still has not uncovered any clues or the flight's black boxes. The sub has covered about 2/3 of the focused area search, with no debris located thus far. President Obama will get a first-hand look at the devastation caused by that mudslide in Washington state. The president will travel to Oso, Washington tomorrow. He'll tour the area and meet with families who've been affected by the mudslide. Last month's disaster killed 39 people, and the sheriff's office says 6 people are still listed as missing. Country music fans are mourning the loss of Kevin Sharp. The singer died in Fair Oaks on Saturday. You're looking at video of Sharp when News 10's George Warren profiled him in 1997. His family says he passed away from complications of stomach surgeries and digestive issues. Sharp was best known for his cover of the song Nobody Knows. He was a motivational speaker and spokesperson for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Sharp had survived his own battle with cancer years ago. He was just 43 years old. Welcome back and happy Monday. This is a live look at Beantown as Patriots Day takes over Boston. The Red Sox finished an early day game already, and the late finishers of the Boston Marathon are making their way across the finish line as we speak. American Meb Keflezighi won this morning's race, the first man to win for the home country since Greg Maher won it in 1983. And I know a big fan of the Boston Marathon is joining me right here, Dina Kupfer.
Yeah.
Dina, are you going to run this thing one of these days?
Here's the problem. You have to qualify. So, one, I have to run a marathon, and then I have to qualify for that one. So, probably not.
You could do it. You're in shape.
My 8-ball says try again.
All right.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure. I would love to run the Boston Marathon. It's a very elite race. Going to be quite a traffic jam. So, if we mix in some rain with this, slick roads, not good for early morning commuters.
I think the only people celebrating that tomorrow will be the ones with allergies, hoping for some relief from the rain. People like myself.
And that will definitely happen. And we do see some unsettled weather into the rest of the week as well. So, good news for you there.
Good news for Strawberry Fields Forever, too.
There we go. Yes.
What do you think of when I say that, Strawberry Fields Forever?
Strawberry Fields Forever.
What does that make you think of?
I think of a song.
A song?
Yeah, a song. From the Beatles.
Yeah, there you go, the Beatles.
Yeah, I was worried. I'm like, am I wrong here?
I know. Welcome back to Midday. Well, more than 30 years after his passing, a large collection of artwork and writings of John Lennon are being pushed onto the auction block. The drawings and handwritten fiction tales are from the collection of Lennon's London publisher. Sotheby's of London is handling the collection, which is, of course, expected to fetch millions of euros during the bidding.
Wow.
Doesn't matter what generation you're from.
No.
The Beatles will last forever.
Forever.
Just outstanding music and pretty good drawings, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, chance of rain moving in overnight.
Chance of rain, be ready for that. And Fix 50. You have a great Monday.